Need to call Poland, huh? God damn, they're so fucking strong.
Yeah, and he's still allied with Bohemia. I'm messing with the Russians first, and I'll deal with them. One enemy at a time.
Bad. Bohemia is the emperor now? Fuck me.
Oh yeah, it's quite dangerous. We're allied, aren't we? Yeah, we're allied, so I can protect you. Should try to ally with someone strong though, as well. It's like
I was
defensive
allied.
only.
Austria's dead. That's too bad. Oh, I pissed off Poland a bunch by accident by defaulting on some errors around like my claims in Poland. The thing is, no one really wants to be my friend.
I will be your friend.
Hey,
Reach out to me.
I will. Reach out and touch me. Quickly look on the alliance tab to see who. Yeah, it's like Bavaria.
Have you ever played Bavaria in this one?
Nope.
It's actually, it's a good nation, but you just get murdered by Austria or Bohemia. Inevitably, one of them invades you. You know, and your country is like this big open plain, which is great to just sit there and like build up, but then it's not great terrain when you're being invaded by
Someone reaches out and touches
60,000 units. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the Turks are very far into Eastern Europe.
Yeah, they have these missions now that gave them all these claims on like Eastern Hungary. So they tend to very early, very quickly.
The way the trade is set up, though, it's not really worth conquering, is it? Ragusa, like what do you, I guess you can collect there as the Turk. Transylvania is worth taking because it's in the node. You know, but what's the purpose of the Vienna node? It's pointless.
Surprised Bohemia isn't getting like rebellion issues. Given the fact that their whole country is fucking Protestant.
Yeah, they get those by event. It's either like pay 50 admin or flip Protestant. And you get that for each Czech culture province. And then the events, if you click on that, if you pay the points, you actually get it repeatedly until the age ends. So you have to wait until the age of absolutism. You know, like hard pushes them to become Protestant.
Buddy, bunch of buddies.
What?
Oh, with Jan Hus and stuff, it makes sense, right?
Babushka,
Yeah.
babushka, babushka, yeah,
They're
yeah.
the most atheistic country today, I think.
No, that's
Which is, sorry?
It's Estonia.
Apparently Turkey's the biggest tea drinker. That's why it's feel relevant.
China. That makes sense. That says that's pure numbers. That's not probably not.
Oh yeah, numbers, yeah. But I mean, like overall average of people, the percentage that people drink, though.
No, I'm talking again.
Do you know China? They actually drink a lot of milk per capita. The People's Republic of China.
All right, so atheism. China's number one with 90%. Makes sense since they're state policy.
And the reason the Chinese drink a lot of milk is because Mao subscribed to Lamarckian evolution, and he believed that by forcing Chinese people to drink milk, they would like get rid of the lactose intolerance.
Nice.
Did it work?
Well, Lamarckian evolution? No, Lamarckian evolution doesn't work.
Maybe in the long run.
I mean, maybe in the long run, because the people who are lactose intolerant probably don't like it very much, and they probably regularly feel very ill.
They reproduce less. Nailed it.
There we go, and that's also Chinese policy. So it's two birds with one stone.
They fart a bunch, and no one wants to bang a farty bird. Alright, so my next target will be Oldenburg. I'm going to take more of northern Germany. More of the northern Germany. Poland rivaled, why is Poland not rivaled with Lithuania? Don't approve.
Probably still have historical buddy modifier.
True. Historical friend.
Yeah, they are. Yep. Historical pal. I should have that
Funny, 'cause the
modifier
Pol-
with you when I play this game.
Aww, that's adorable.
I know, it's so cute.
Wow. Oh wow. That is plus 20% army morale. That's significant amount of morale I just have on my tree. Wow. 20% infantry combat ability too. Okay.
Yeah, it's Prussian ideas, bro.
Yeah. What's the other one that gives me more infantry combat ability again? I think it's quality plus.
Quality Inno, I think.
Yeah. I probably want to get quality and Inno as well, and then I can have like 20% discipline. Fucking like 40%.
Yep,
Uh,
insane. Well, it's your reward for being poor at the start of the
Yep.
game. Just win every war after 1600.
40% discipline and 40% infantry combat ability. That would be outrageous. That's way too much. It's not a normal. It's not normal.
This isn't a
behavior.
normal thing, is it? No. No.
No. No, that's some next level shit. That's like impossibly strong. Christ. That's all. That's like. I'm a little bit at a loss for words. Like basically for every infantry I have two. But then you also have like combat width limits. Almost even better. Holy moly. Really just need Königsberg. What we could do is no, because if we stop being friends with Mecklenburg, they'll just become friends with Bohemia probably. I was thinking maybe we could go do it that way. Go through them that way. or Oldenburg and take their lands. Holland has announced me as their new rival, because why not? I hate. The Germans.
That's speed. How did these guys not take over the world?
The Germans would never do that. I'd try, though. Hey.
It's not really the Germans. That was more the Prussians.
Do you ever hear about that time, like this? He was an actor, but he fell on hard times and he became homeless. So he decided he was going to dress up as a German colonel, and he went to this town. I think it was somewhere east of Berlin.
Right.
And he went as a German army colonel. Well, and he went to the town hall. Oh, he swung by the barracks and he picked up a platoon of infantry, and then he went to the town hall and he told them that he was arresting them, everyone in the town hall for financial irregularities, and then he ordered them to hand the town treasury over to him, and he wrote them a receipt, and then he walked away and got on a train and rode off, right, because everyone respected the military so much that they wouldn't dare refuse. They actually caught him like a year later, but the Kaiser was so enamored with him, and because of the implications, the military was so respected that someone could get away with that. He actually let him off.
Did you hear about the guy at Chester Zoo, said?
No.
Do you ever been to Chester Zoo, said?
I don't think I may have been. I don't think I have.
There used to be a guy at the car park who used to charge everyone as they went in, like £8 for a bus and quid for a normal car or whatever it was, yeah?
Yeah.
And then he left. And then, the zoo rang the council up to say, you can send another guy now, your guy's not here anymore, just send us a guy down. And then the council were like, we thought he was your guy. So for years, I even remember paying him as a kid though. He's been charging people and stuff like that though, just to come into Chester Zoo car park when there was no need.
Nice.
And they reckon he got away with
all
$1 million.
All a ruse.
Yep. Superb. He did it for years. you imagine just sitting there every day getting like £2 a car or £8 a bus?
I should start a
Insane.
criminal camp operation where I just hire a bunch of people to start charging at free parking lots.
Yes, mate. To be honest, mate, I think you'd be surprised how much money you'd make.
Just get a little machine that can like print off receipts, and that's it. You good to go?
Yep. Little tickets, even. Make it really authentic.
Poor Genoa. They've got Tunis, which probably has like 30 revolt risk, and they've got Corsica, and that's it.
I am surrounded by my enemies. Like everyone who is on my border is allied to either Poland, Bohemia, or Lithuania. They really want to stop the Brandenburg menace. Actually, Manchester, if we wanted to.
Yeah.
You have a bigger army than Bohemia. And
Okay.
what we could do is I could attack alone. And then that brings Bohemia in. We demand Bohemia stop being friends with Poland, and then we can go after Poland next.
So my only fear is being attacked by Russia while we're doing this. And if
True.
I don't know if you got the pop-up I just did while I was in the midst of saying that, you would see why I would be concerned about that.
What pop-up did you get?
Just Russia declaring war on Lithuania.
Well, now you should just go declare war on Russia.
Well, I'm going to once this truce is up.
But this is good for me, though, because then I can attack Saxony.
But yeah, once Russia's not an immediate threat, we can do whatever, sure.
Tempted to take a nap for an hour. That's a ring.
Your best life.
I said. Okay, taking a nap.
Yes, I will phone you.
My mate, TeamSpeak. Oh, yeah, I've got Mach response to join. Is that right, Sid?
Join what?
The Crusader Kings game.
Oh yeah. You don't need to ask me, mate.
Yeah, I forget that Scott's that runs this TeamSpeak group.
Perfect. This is good. This is very good. I can attack the Saxons. Saxy. What happens? Yes, poverty. Killing poverty.
User disconnected from your channel.
Fuck. I got myself an extra ducat and a half by optimizing my trade. Dreams alive, boys. Why did my force limit just go? Oh, I also created a vassal. Okay.
It's just so funny that Saxony like has an existential threat to its existence like happening to it, but they're like, nope, gotta invade fucking Moscow. Just has his entire army like over here helping me against the Russians. It's like, okay, well, it's their decision.
The Emperor will defend us. While they're doing the classic, let me just run through your lands randomly. Little devastation everywhere, that's what you wanted, right? Right?
That's the best.
Love random devastation. What did I play this game for? There we go. Punchian. Done. The funniest thing about Paradox AI is you think about like the state of AI in video games, and I feel like video game AI is a lot more sophisticated shit than army movement decision making. I feel like this would not be that hard of an algorithm to code relative to a lot of other shit.
Hmm.
I can't vassalize them.
Russia's Orthodox, so they don't get a lot of alliances, which is nice. Just be a pain in the ass trying to fight there, just hordes, and then having to fight two fucking German princes as well.
Do that. How beautiful. Protestant.
It'd be nice if the Poles got Calvinist rebels. I don't think they are though. Copenhagen is going to be Calvinist too, because it's next to my center.
Also, border guards like that relatively more acceptable. Not sure why the Emperor even has the illusion that his empire is Catholic anymore. Like, look at it. Like, who are you protecting? Your people are Protestant. Everyone in the Empire is Protestant.
All of the Emperor's direct subjects are Protestant.
Protestant.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's like, are you? Do you have some sort of fantasy that like you need
What
to be
the
Catholic?
shit? What did they do? They went around. Oh, you gave him access, didn't you?
I gave who? Oh shit.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You fucking
I
cunt.
literally just clicked through. I didn't
Oh,
even,
you
like,
just
think
ruined
about
my
it.
whole war. Oh, you fucking... Why would you give the AI access ever?
I
Oh,
don't
you
know, I
piece
just
of
always
shit.
accept it.
You piece of...
sorry.
Can you join this war that you fucking ruined for me?
Pieces, sure, yes.
Fucking cunt. You
Hey,
fucking
hey,
moron.
I'll
I'm
take it,
sorry.
right? It
I'm
was an
sorry. I
honest
forgive
fucking
you.
mistake.
I forgive you. Just, I
That's
look
okay.
back. I was like, why is my war score so low? They fucking How do you not notice fucking 40,000 Russians walking through Berlin? You fucking asshole.
I'm zoomed in on fucking Saxony, obviously. And like Brabant, I've got a bunch of soldiers in Holland that I'm zoomed in on trying to chase down the
Oh,
Brabantian
this
army.
is
I'm
so
not exactly...
fucking dumb. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
On the plus side, though, felt hats.
You got felt hats. Fine, it's just a quick
Oh my
siege,
God.
and you'll be alright. I know the devastation tilts you to the end of the earth, but you'll be okay. I'll
Well,
get
no,
the armies
it's-
over through Holland.
I'm ready to peace out with all this shit, and Russia's gonna be besieged now.
Keep like one stack over there, and the rest of it can deal with this 14. You know, they've only got 14,000 guys. You only need to send one stack over, and your problem solved.
You got no forts, Manchester.
Well, my border with him is fucking closed as long as he doesn't give the cunts access. I mean, my border with Russia is completely closed.
Look at that. Problem essentially solved. We just gotta take Stockholm, and then we're there.
I have like 7 more exhaustion. It's not a good time. It's gonna be a lot of rebellions and shit.
Just
Or
burn
I-
some Diplo.
Or I have to spend a bunch of monarch power that I don't have.
I mean, Diplo is like such a irrelevant. Of all of them, it's the most irrelevant. Here's war reparations.
Thank you, friend.
All the gold I plundered from the Dutch. While the Russians were secretly marching through my country.
Secretly.
There's 14,000 of them. They're very secretly moving about. You have to understand, I'm in the Holy Roman Empire, and there's a lot of armies all of the time. Running everywhere.
No, you're just not self-aware. Okay. I forgive you.
Shut the fuck up. Shut I came, I de-sieged, I gave you the money. You don't get to give me any
Fucking
more
moron.
passive-aggressive bullshit, because you have to spend like 100 fucking Diplo. You're fine, stop crying. I'm no longer playing, I'm sorry, I'm done now. I've given you money, I've de-sieged the thing, I've joined
Thank
the
you,
war,
friend.
your problems are fixed, shut up.
You're a treasure.
You are too, buddy.
Oof.
What's oof?
Bankrupt Muscovites.
Muscovy went bankrupt.
There you
Brandenburg.
go. They have a long, beautiful road ahead of them. Saxony lost its alliance with Lithuania, which is slowly integrate. Really want to do something about. Why am I voting for Portugal? Very random. Okay, who is this? This is Lithuania or Holland? So all countries that hate me. Okay. Got it.
What would it take to
Voting
get a
for Portugal.
Swedish emperor?
Like I can't because you're not
There's
a Christian.
No possibility of a Swedish emperor. Not Christian. Not Christian, he says. I'm as Christian as the Dutch are, my friend. And you do have a point.
You're not Catholic.
It's
so
basically
nice.
pagans.
There's literally like no options in the empire besides Bohemia and the Dutch to make. What does he not have? Oh,
Just vote for the weakest Catholic power, I guess. Oh, they're gonna
Problems.
make, let's see.
I can vote for Holland. Here we
Vote
go.
for
Perfect.
Holland, yeah. That'll be weak.
That splits the vote.
Oh no, one of the others flipped. There was a majority for Holland for a minute there.
Now
Oh, well,
it's
the
3,
Emperor's
3, and 1.
10, so unless he gets a fatal nosebleed or something, his reign will be long.
About this Bohemian question. Final solution. Problem. Not a bad boy. That's a good 10 years of hanging out that I have in my future, I think. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Get guns. Do that. Worth it. I mean, not have. Neither Poland nor Bohemia have guns. Do you have guns? You don't have. Soldiers and God. Manchester, if you declare war on Poland, does Bohemia join? I have both my guys tied up, so I can't check.
Yeah, they joined.
They probably won't soon, because Bohemia is collapsing into rebels and they're at war. The whole Protestantism is sort of catching up with them. But true, actually, it's very easy to just get what's it off by themselves. Now I think about it. Bohemia has to attack any free city. And Bohemia comes in.
Yeah, so only Russian ideas have, like the free colonist thing. The Muscovites don't get it. Maybe I should form Scandinavia instead of Russia. I'm not sure. Because then I'd form Russia, but then I wouldn't get like free colonization for all the East, which is a shame.
Right, which is sort of one of the important bits.
Yeah, I could stay Swedish stuff and then take exploration. I mean, expansion, but then you have to dedicate a whole group to that.
Yeah, but it's also like all of Siberia, which isn't the worst thing. Wants to. Did my boy die? He was great.
The Protestant Center of Reformation in Berlin finally reached one of my provinces.
Welcome.
That's great.
You could have converted earlier.
I couldn't have because I was in a war helping Parv get independent.
Lucky. I did it in our last campaign because I equivocated and I had to manually do all of Italy and it was brutal. Brutal. Always the worst when you get to like the worst part of the tree. You know what I mean? And when you're doing ideas and you're like, ugh, am I really going to invest in that fucking, you know, it's like this mental hump to actually spend the monarch points on something that's so shitty.
Hmm.
I think I want to attack Hesse. Baden, Cleve, and Mainz. Should be able to diplo-vassalize it. One side. Oh, I see. When you build buildings, they show up on the map. That's pretty cool, actually. I never noticed that before. It adds it to your city. Huh, that's really cool, actually.
Oh, France is laying the beat down on Aragon.
Classic. Oh, so that Castile PU didn't hold up in the end?
How did they lose it? Yeah, it must have been pretender rebels at some point.
Ready? Ah, deep.
Everyone always panics whenever there's a personal union like that, but it's like when it's the size of Castile or France, you're never going to inherit them. Well, you will, but only after like 200 years. It's
Yeah, but they still join all the wars of the nation it's under and carry them to victory.
I have a Poland problem. Florence, would you like to be allies as well?
Yes.
Poland has suddenly switched to hostile with me.
Oof.
Usually not a good sign. Minus.
Well, on the plus side, I mean, like, if they attack you, doesn't that call Bohemia in? Like, even though they're allied?
Oh, true. Yeah, that's fair. But then Bohemia also hates me. They're allied. Also attack.
I think France is actually getting their ass kicked in this war. I don't know. That's hard to tell.
User joined your channel.
Sorry about that. One moment.
We're about to get the printing press.
Yeah, printing press.
Great for us as Protestants. Horrible for
Yeah.
a lot of others.
It is a nice reward after having to painfully convert all this shit.
2 seconds. Fact. Sorry, but I literally can't see. Oh. Alright, it's a battle between 2 other armies that are happening. Same land. Not bad. Hey. Oh, dope! It spawned in my country.
Nice.
Do you want to play Gotts's country today? Because he's going to be away.
Played the Dutch last week, right?
Mm.
We have. Doesn't
Oh,
Dave have 2?
Oh, do you have a perm in this?
Well, I joined as the Dutch and kind of got going as the
Oh
last
yeah,
time.
yeah. If you have a perm, then play as that. Sure. Forgot about that. Oh man, I'm really divided over Russian ideas or Swedish ideas in this.
All the free land from Russia does make it hard to turn down.
It's such a hard decision. But then I'll have shitty armies for the entire game. But I'll have a lot more of them. So it's like, eh.
Classic AI shit. Let's just go around all your armies.
I love it when the AI goes around all my armies. Do you want to know an interesting fact?
Sure. What's I love
you-
interesting facts.
Did you know that Milan is a free city in the Holy Roman Empire?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Turns out we have an enemy in common.
And Ferrara is in the Holy Roman Empire as well. Wow, this is
Ferrara.
amazing.
Is he also a free city?
No. He's a...
Ferrara?
oh, it's Staria. Staria took Ferrara, but it's the same colour, so I didn't notice.
Asteria, yeah.
I thought it was still Ferrara. I was like, oh, it's the same colour. Why is he in the Empire? Oh, Styria is also... It's a monastic order. How interesting.
Syrian monastic order, you don't know about that? Classic.
And even though they are Austrian, they're being overrun by Austrian separatists.
It's awesome. I like that. My heir is a foreshock. Not that good, so I'm okay with him dying in the field of battle. I like how I'm like, you know, the Count of Nassau, he's talking to the Duke of Brandenburg, and Duke of Brandenburg's like, come on, you offered me this alliance, I know you want to be my vassal. I was like, yeah, I don't know, you're just a little far from me, right? There's all of Hesse between us. Brandenburg's like, now I'm annexing Hesse just to so that he'll agree to be vassalized. By the way, never mind. the Reformation, like, ambitions are really the worst.
Hmm.
For the most part, they're so situational. Coalition. You vassalize someone who has a PU, what happens to the PU?
Stays under the country.
Oh, so he's my vassal but has a PU over Baden then?
Yeah.
Or, okay. Interesting. I don't hate that, to be honest.
Or either that or you get it. I forget.
I'm looking at Ravensburg. I believe is a free city. It's a duchy. Personal unit under Baden. I'm like, do I vassalize Baden?
So when Dave is here, we're gonna switch over. Just waiting on Dave.
Someone needs to call Johnny then as well.
I will
Old
call him.
Johnny
I
Boy.
mean, when we are actually doing it, though.
Yep. Ravensburg as well. I'll do it. 18 bad boys, pretty dope for that. It works as we think it does. Oh no, Ravensburg just becomes free. That's too bad. Doesn't stay. Doesn't go to me. Weird. A little bit too bad then. What was God's playing as again? Oh, Holland?
The Muzzies.
Yep.
Playing as Holland or the Muzzies?
He was playing as Holland in this game. He's playing as...
He wasn't
oh,
in this
gods!
game.
Oh, he's playing...
Oh, sorry, Pav. I meant Pav
is
in this
playing.
game.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, I was wrong, sorry. Those two kind of blend in my head together, to be honest. Manchester answered the question I asked, but Sid answered the question I thought.
Sugar wants to start without Dave.
Why?
I don't know. You can talk to him.
You know what the best thing about mind reading is? I know, right? You'll get that later.
Oh, I got it, and I gave you a little laugh. I didn't give you a convincing laugh, but... Hey. Apparently I can just upgrade my government rank with kingdom. That's interesting. The empire.
That's pretty good. Half off level 3 stability guy. Needed one of those.
Level 3 must be nice. Sweden is rich.
Not at all. It's like a quarter of my budget just paying this one painter. It's a total waste of the taxpayers' money.
I love the idea of the national budget. So funny. That's so funny.
It's the Russian serf laborers in the fields.
Yep.
Just
Just
January
one really
to
expensive
December.
painter
That's
to the
insane,
Swedish
yeah.
crown.
I mean,
Guys, I just really love his paint.
they're really good paintings.
Yeah.
We'll put them up in
It'll
the.
help you guide the country better.
We'll put them up in the National Gallery. I mean, you'll have to, take your own expenses to come to Stockholm, but you can see his pretty paintings if you wish.
User joined your channel.
Hey, yo. So Shoggy wants to go now. We don't know where Dave is or what time Dave thinks it's starting, because I've now heard like three different. Because Johnny thought it was an hour ago, and then Manchester told Johnny it was in 2 hours. Now we are here. I'm confused.
I very clearly
Wait.
said
2 hours.
what the start times are. You
Yeah,
can't
you
blame
said
me for
the
this.
early one's in 2 hours,
Yeah.
and the late one is in 4
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
It's been an hour, so I don't know. It hasn't been 2 hours, so that's why I'm confused too.
See,
I actually originally thought it was now.
this is the problem of democracy. Just
So we
make,
can figure out what time
just
things are
make-
supposed to happen.
just make one person the dictator. But then, if you can't violently punish them for not coming on time, then so much for dictatorship, isn't it?
Yeah. What's the point even, really?
What? Oh.
Johnny, get back in the box until I call you.
I'm gonna host the game.
Are you alright for now?
Yeah, I'm alright for now, Grandma, thank you.
Honey. Honey, why won't you get a fucking job? The combat ability. Oh, Dave just launched Crusader Kings.
Okay, I guess we're good to switch over then.
Who's hosting? Because doesn't Gots normally host?
I don't know who
I
usually
thought I was
is.
the host.
Oh, Johnny
Yeah,
hosts.
that
Okay.
works.